Hey guys, I'm Roxy.
I'm Annalisa.
And we're the Nerd Girls. Welcome to this exclusive video basically we got together and we're going to be talking about Justice League. We haven't seen Justice League yet. No. We don't get to see it until next week because our town screening is so advanced that we can watch it way early whenever we want. Sarcasm. But basically, I asked her if we could make this video because we are so sick and tired of all the negativity that it's gotten so far, and they haven't even seen it.
I know.
And we'll start off with the soundtrack.
The biggest topic right now on Twitter is the soundtrack. It dropped today, but they were talking bad about it since it was pretty much announced.
And we're not gonna stand here and attack people because, like I said, anybody can have their opinion.
Yeah.
But these people are not stating an opinion; they're attacking people. Like, if you like it, oh, you're not a fan. Like, how could you not like Hans Zimmer? It's like, we don't not like Hans Zimmer. It's just Hans Zimmer wasn't able to do this one. And honestly, I just feel like as a DC fan in this fandom nowadays, you get attacked for every little thing. Like, I feel as fans we should be beyond grateful because we ask and ask and ask, and then they give it to us and we're like, critique.
Like, Marvel movies do not get broken down this much. Like, they are never complaining about a soundtrack in any Marvel movie, and I'm like,
did I know
it just like blew up on Justice League. I'm like, what is going on?
Why is it always just Justice League? Why is it always just DC
stuff that gets
criticized,
like, to the last little bug that comes out in the movie, you know? Like, they criticize anything.
Too much CGI. Anything. I don't like the Flash's costume. Ben Affleck doesn't look happy enough to be Batman. I just don't take Aquaman seriously. I just don't feel like this is the Justice League.
Anything. And now they're like, oh, he just reused all his old songs. It's the same thing. Like, and then other people were happy that, you know, you hear the familiar sounds that you grew up with.
And another thing we were debating is you haven't even seen how it's played out in the movie yet.
Exactly.
You don't know how it's going to touch.
And the songs don't even sound bad for them to be complaining. I'm just like, what?
Because, like, with Wonder Woman, first, when we got released to the soundtrack first, obviously, right? But we couldn't pinpoint what scene it was for. Like, we knew that it was, like, from the beginning of the movie down. You could only tell by the name of the songs. Yeah. But you didn't know how it was going to play out, like No Man's Land. You know, that was like the most powerful scene of the movie, and how do we know that that doesn't have the same impact in Justice League? We just don't know because the trailer's everywhere. It doesn't tell you this is the beginning of the movie, this is the middle, and they love to do that. They love to throw it everywhere so you can't guess what's the beginning, what's the ending, and we're just sick of it, man. We're sick of trying to defend something we love, and there's nothing wrong with...
You don't have to defend a soundtrack on a movie, like, before it's even come out. Like, my goodness.
I stayed here and I always like screenshot her like all these trolls, and she's just like, again. And the same thing. I actually read a lot of reviews on Thor Ragnarok that people liked it, but they thought it was trying too hard to be funny.
Yeah, that
wasn't
people
the best
agreed
Thor
with
movie.
with our review. Kind of, they had a lot of the same points we did. So I was like, oh.
But you don't see them attacking each other because they disagree on that. But oh no, if you bring in anything with Zack Snyder or anything to do with DC,
it's the battlefield.
It's a battlefield, and it's so frustrating, you guys, that I tweet about it all the time, how I'm sick of all the toxicness of it. We're just tired of it, and I feel like I state a lot of my opinions on Twitter, and a lot of people are very nice about it because I have such a cool following. You guys are really sweet, but then I stumble upon that dark side of the internet, and it's just hate after hate and after hate. Too much CGI, too much this, too much that. Zack Snyder just doesn't know how to touch the characters, and it's just quit critiquing what you haven't seen yet. And so far, who have seen it, we've seen nothing but good stuff. So we're hoping that that's what matters, but even then, it's not what the critics think, it's what the fans want. It's what the fans, you know, what they care about. It's not, and I think alone as a director, you're not making it for the critics, you're making it for the fans.
Exactly.
And I was like, I need to make a video of this ranting because I keep defending this. People keep attacking me. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw that I got attacked for leaked footage, which wasn't even leaked. And they're like, Even alone, you guys, with that 44-second clip that I posted, you know what they said? This looks like CGI garbage. Batman looks terrible. And you're literally watching the most low quality on a phone, and you're already like saying that it looks terrible when you haven't even seen the actual fight. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
I've heard that Steppenwolf looks terrible. He's such a CGI character.
Yeah.
Yet I think
obviously. We didn't know he was CGI.
We didn't know he was in the movie.
I know.
How dare they spoil it for us?
We didn't know they were gonna fight. Oh my god, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't know that Wonder Woman was gonna kick his ass. You know, like I didn't.
That was
I didn't
never
see that
in the
coming.
trailer.
It's like in all of them, even the TV spots.
They just don't know what to complain about, so they literally find anything. Like, to be hating on a soundtrack because of any little nitpick that they want, it's too much. Like, people just need to calm down and stop.
Or people say, I wish that they would give us what we want. But let's say that they do give what that person wants. At the end of the day, it's not what another person wants.
Yeah.
So everybody
not everybody's gonna love it, but
exactly.
Nobody has to be hating on it. Like,
and I think we're fucking greedy assholes that keep demanding, and then they give, and we're like,
still
it's too
never good
much.
enough.
I don't like this.
They don't want
it doesn't
this.
feel
they
like
want the
it.
trailers a certain way. This is too much.
You're
This is
showing
not
too
enough.
much. The only thing we will agree on are the clips.
Yeah,
they kind of overdid.
They hide it from us for so long, and then at the end they just like release everything beforehand.
Yeah.
Like the B-rolls always get released on YouTube and stuff, and so many behind the scenes.
So
like,
you can kind of put the behind the scenes, you know, and you're like, okay, I can kind of see what they're doing behind the scenes there. This could
and then
be
they
the
just release it right before the official release date.
So that's one thing we do agree on.
It's kind of weird.
They do that too much.
But we're not on the internet like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
Or you guys,
another one.
We can do what we do. We could just scroll without clicking.
That's all you gotta do.
And yet, no, you have to. Like, you have to see this, or it's everywhere. Because we follow a lot of superhero fan pages, so we're around it every day.
All we see.
But it's the power of scrolling really fast and just the anticipation of knowing it's...
We're not hating on the page, like, why did you post this clip again? Or why?
Like, when I was getting attacked, how dare you post leaked footage? There's fucking Telemundo thing on the side of the TV. Really? That's... And then they released the actual clip, and it has Aquaman in it. And I'm you're mad at me when they just spoiled Aquaman's entrance? Yeah. Like, really? And you're mad at me for it? So, we're not hating on superhero pages. You guys are free to post whatever you want. We as the fans don't have to go out. And you even warn us when you say spoiler or extended footage or clip, brand new clip. You warn us. So, we're not going to sit there and attack you guys. But for us, just because we have an opinion too, you can't come out and attack us. Just like the biggest of all that I love her for this is she doesn't like Wonder Bat. And I do, but I'm not going to be like, why
and
don't
I don't like hate on posts that are like, oh my god, Wonder Bat. I'm not like, no.
Sorry.
We're
so mad.
We're standing here like, throwing punches at the air.
But see, I love using that as an example.
Just because they don't like what I like. Like, no.
And that's one thing.
That doesn't matter. They can like whatever they want.
And it's just, we could go on and on, you guys, but we just wanted to make that video just to rant a little.
People have to fight and disagree over everything.
And it's just DC.
Yeah. Nobody's fighting over Captain America being with somebody else other than Peggy.
The only thing that I do remember that made a huge controversy was Scarlett Johansson, the Hulk, and Black Widow. I remember that was like blown out of proportion.
Nobody cared. Oh, I mean, people care, obviously, if they made a big deal.
No, they only threatened Joss Whedon, and he had to get rid of his Twitter.
Yeah. It's
See,
not
that's
as
too
big
much,
of a
you guys.
deal
Come on.
As they do with DC stuff, that it just blows up and it stays there for weeks. People still can't get over Batman versus Superman, and nobody's even talking about the last Marvel movie anymore once it comes out. They praise it, they give it its praises, and then it's gone. And with DC, it's like they just, good or bad, they just can't let the movies go.
Or another thing that kind of makes me mad and irritates me is that they could be talking about a completely different movie and they'll throw Batman vs. Superman in it. Like, they could be ranking Marvel movies. Yeah. Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman. And I honestly really liked the Ultimate Edition. I really did. But I'm not going to be there like, Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman, you know? Like, if no one... Because I know a lot of people who didn't like it. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, why didn't you like it?
Yeah.
Well, this was this and this was that, you know?
And
like
Zack isn't their kind of director. Like, they can say his directing style's not my style. That's fine. It's okay. move on. You don't have to sit there and rant all over the internet and tag and comment on every post about DC or whatever, and that's like all you see.
And that's what trolls do on purpose, just to feed off. They like to piss you off.
And then they just start a fight in the comments.
And then they throw in something that just irritates you. So, and that was just a little short rant of what we felt like, because all we saw today when the soundtrack was released was nothing but negativity.
And so far, the reviews for the movie that people have supposedly seen it, well, they probably have, I don't know, but have been positive mostly. So we're praying it stays like that they don't slam another DC movie. That's negative really, and the positive. They still gotta both.
You know what made me angry? That Rotten Tomatoes did like a. Did you see that?
The 50 best.
Was that no? They did like they rated Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and then they were like they put a huge question mark. Yeah, but like it's like they like to throw the Rotten Tomatoes in your face. Like, these two sucked. This one was good, but let's see how this one does. Like, I hate that they do that. I hate that they're waiting for DC to fail. It's like you feel it just by their posts. And that's another thing.
And then they were all happy for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it wouldn't have been good, which we're so glad it was, who cares? The Rotten Tomato thinks we give them so much power, you guys.
They do, like, literally. We give
them so much power. You don't know how many people I run into. They go, "Well, what did it get? What was the score?" And you're like, "Why don't you just watch it? You know, like
make your own opinion."
I always get asked that. Well, what was the score, or how much did it get? I'm like, why the fuck does it get? It doesn't matter. Just watch it. So
there's so many good movies that are considered rotten to them that are still really great movies. So that
yeah, you make Sharknado a good movie.
Yeah, even that has really good reviews because it's so good.
It's such a
shark.
Such tornado. A very. Well, we're gonna come out with fucking what is it? We'll come up with the whale next watch. We'll come up with a whale NATO.
And that'll get really good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes because that's their standard.
Because that's how this works. Well, anyways, guys, before we keep going on again.
Short rant. We hope.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts. Follow us on social media. We're the Nerd Girls. We love you guys.
Thank you for watching.